Welcome to the Sussex Football Show with me, Dean Kilford, and powered by your instant replay. A derby with implications at both ends of the table saw Whitehawk make the short trip to Worthing, and both teams were in good form. Worthing unbeaten in 10 games, Whitehawk winning 4 of their last 5. In front of 1,030 fans, it was promotion chasing Worthing who were given the chance to take the lead from the penalty spot, and were seen wrestling Crawley to the ground, although the striker did have a handful of the defender's shirt. Ajiboy stepped up and made no mistake from 12 yards, his 18th of the season and 4th in his last 4 games.
In the 4th minute, scoring the opening goal for Worthing, number 7.
Moments later, Crawley was again involved as he set up Pearce. The striker's initial effort was blocked by Minter, but as the ball dropped, he found the gap between the keeper's legs. But the ball had already gone out of play. The Hawks then came at Worthing. A cross from the left found Pinney in the box. He worked the ball to Rodriguez, and he was denied by a last-ditch sliding challenge by Jones. From the resultant corner, Worthing broke clear. Pearce squared the ball to Poku for the tap-in, but Ryle Ovenden had run back and denied the youngster. 5 minutes into the second half, Whitehawk failed to clear a cross, and the ball fell invitingly to Aguirre. His shot took a deflection that wrong-footed Minter. He could only parry the ball into the path of Callum Crawley, who was there to follow in, putting Worthing 2 up. Former Hawk Lucas Cavanieri has recently returned to the side after recovering from injury, and Worthing needed his awareness as Henry Muggeridge was played in on goal. The Worthing shot stopper judged the run of the ball perfectly, and the danger was averted. He was then in the right place at the right time to deny Afari Achimpong's scissor kick volley. Whitehawk were knocking at the door. At the other end, Melvin Minter was a relief man as he was forced into a double save from Aguirre's long-range shot, eventually tipping it over the bar. Starkey then had the chance to seal the game. Nothing but turf between him and the goal. He slid the ball past Minter, but watched it agonisingly roll onto the post. Worthing's victory moves them back into the playoff places. Whitehawk are now just a point clear of the drop zone. Lewes women were looking for revenge against the Millwall Lionesses team that knocked them out in controversial circumstances in the FA Cup a couple of weeks ago. A Millwall corner was palmed onto the post by Faye Baker in the 6th minute. The resultant clearance seemed harmless enough as the ball was passed back to Stewart, but she took too long and Jess King applied the pressure, forcing the mistake and giving her a simple tap-in. Lewes take the lead. Lewes were dominating the game now and were always looking dangerous from set pieces. Sophie Perry receiving the short corner, her strike gathered up by Stewart at the second attempt. Lewes then had the woodwork to thank again early in the second half. Clark headed onto the post before Baker got down to smother the rebound. Baker was again to thank as she stormed out of her area to break up this attack with her head. The rebound over the top. Lewes needed their nerves settling, but there was nothing calm about the frantic action inside the Millwall box. 20 seconds of pinball mayhem eventually ended when Rutherford fired a fierce shot wide. Baker continued to deny Millwall, this time palming away a point-blank volley as the Lionesses were pressing for an equaliser. And from the corner, Baker was at it again, a superb reflex save to deny Priest. Lewes were holding on. But up steps Charlotte Owen to seal all 3 points with a simply sensational volley. She brought the ball under control before unleashing an unstoppable 25-yard volley. It's now back-to-back wins and clean sheets for the Rookettes. Crawley Wasps took on Norwich City Ladies looking for 3 more points on their quest for promotion, and it was yet another game they stamped their authority on the National Women's League. Just 8 minutes had gone when the recently returned Amy Green played in Megan Stowe. She steadied herself before finding the bottom corner. Stowe then turned provider, again played through on goal. She had the awareness to pick out Fleischmann. Her effort was blocked behind for a corner. The Wasps were creating plenty of chances and got their second on 22 minutes. Rachel Palmer's corner floating past everyone and nestling into the net. Webber then made it 3 as she casually rounded the keeper before slotting home. The Wasps on course for victory. Charlotte Young almost scored a contender for goal of the season, her 30-yard effort hitting the top of the angle. But they didn't have to wait long for a fourth. Stowe setting up Cole, who struck with precision to find the corner. There was still time for a fifth before half-time. James rode highest at the back post to nod in Cole's corner. Shortly after the restart, Crawley grabbed their 6th. Cole played the ball through to Drury, who had time to pick her spot. 6 goals, 6 different scorers. Determination on the right by Woolard saw her cross turned in at the near post by Stowe. That was her second of the afternoon. And it took just 2 more minutes for Stowe to complete her hat-trick, and she won't get many as easy as this. Time to bring the ball down with the empty net in front of her. She poked the ball away to take home the match ball. There was still time for Palmer to rattle the woodwork as she set her sights from 20 yards. And then it was Woolard's turn to hit the frame of the goal. Her effort hit the post before Stowe flashed her effort wide. At the other end, Lauren Graves, making her league debut, got down well to preserve the Wasps' clean sheet. That win puts Wasps 10 points clear of Billericay Town at the top of the league, and they do have a game in hand. Thank you for watching the Sussex Football Show. I've been Dean Kilford, and we'll be back next week with all the best of Sussex football, powered by your instant replay.